Hello? Oh, hi. I'm Paul Jarvis. I am the human you will be hearing and seeing in these lessons. Thank you very much for joining Chimp Essentials. And I just want to say that there's no right or wrong way to consume this course, but what the majority of students do is watch all the videos from front to back and then go back and watch specific ones as they need them. Let's begin. Thanks for joining me, and thanks again for picking up Chimp Essentials. I truly think that it'll help you learn how to use Mailchimp better for your online business. Before we start the actual lessons, though, I just wanted to give you a bit more information and some tips on how to get the most out of this course. So before we start in on course information, I just wanted to share a little bit about who I am and where I'm coming from with the way that I teach and what I share. So I'm Paul Jarvis, like I said, the human you will be seeing and hearing. I started as a freelance web designer and digital consultant way back in the 1990s, and now I write books and software and teach courses like this one. I'm featured as a Mailchimp partner, and they've written about my ideas and tricks for Mailchimp in their own newsletter on their blog, and their CEO even gave my book a glowing endorsement, which was pretty cool. All that is to say, I know Mailchimp better than quite a few folks out there, and really I just want to share all that knowledge with you. So I've worked with clients like Microsoft, Mercedes, Danielle Laporte, even Shaquille O'Neal. I've helped hundreds of clients get the most out of Mailchimp and their email marketing. I've taught almost 7,000 students here so far, which is pretty awesome, I think. And while I don't work for Mailchimp, I think they kind of like me. There is no proven method for email marketing or Mailchimp. Instead, seek truth from consistency. And what I mean by that is consistency is the best marker for what is true that we have. So it is the bedrock of the scientific method and will help show you what's working and what's not on your list. So if something is working, keep at it. If something is consistently not working, it's time to change things up. This course shows you how things can technically work, but it's up to you to test what works best for your audience, for your business, and for your email marketing strategy. It's not enough to simply pay for Mailchimp. You've got to actually set it up and use it properly. And luckily, that is what Chimp Essentials will teach you how to do. And really, I want to help you go from Mailchimp being a monthly expense to Mailchimp being a driver of consistent revenue for your business. And I will say that, as you have probably noticed if you've used Mailchimp for a little while, Mailchimp changes often. They add new features, they change the design, but I do my best to keep the lessons updated. So sometimes features in this course or in the walkthroughs might look a little different, but they're going to work in a similar way, and you can always take the fundamentals from the lessons and apply them to your own Mailchimp account, regardless of if it looks the same or slightly different. And as a student, you get free access to the updated lessons as I record and release them, which typically takes a few months after a new feature or a new change is released. So let's look at how to get the most out of this course, or basically any online course that you take or buy. So the first is that advice isn't a shortcut to critical thinking. You have to think about how you can apply each lesson to your own unique list and audience. The next is that staying motivated to do the work is better with friends. So that's why there is a Slack group for you to join to talk to other people who are in the same place as you with their Mailchimp list. Next is that action is a cure for fear. So you can be nervous about tweaking your list or emailing your list, but by doing it, you will build confidence over time. And most things you can test first using just your own email address. I know we've all seen that sweaty monkey finger hovering over the send button and felt like it literally describes who we are as people at that moment. The final thing is that the lessons don't actually have to be taken in order. So you can pop in, learn what you need, and then pop out. And for the purpose of this course, we're going to be looking at a Mailchimp account for a fake company called Chimparoo. And the reason why I've created a fake company called Chimperoo is because although the course is based entirely on how I run my own mailing lists, I would never want to share my own students' or customers' data and emails by walking you through my own lists. So therefore, I've created this fake company called Chimperoo and a bunch of fake subscribers who all have an email address of @fakesubscriber.com for all the video walkthroughs. So let's look at what we can do here. Let's commit to working 1 hour a week to learning and working on our mailing list. Let's use the Slack group for talking with other students, for sharing our work, and for staying accountable. And then finally, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, most students find it helpful to watch all the lessons front to back, then circle back to the specific ones as they are needed. So now, let's take our knowledge of Mailchimp from chimpanzee to chimpanzee. And yes, I totally went there. I'm not above horrible monkey jokes. So that's it. Thanks for watching this lesson.